Hey, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Today is Free Friday. You know, we're just gonna watch videos, watch YouTube, go from there, and just watch different videos. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Been busy all week just busy working and everything. So here we are. Hey, chat. Give me a chat. Say hello, say hi, say something. Tell me what's going on. Let's see what the first video. Oh. What the? What the
hell are you guys doing? No wonder why the neighbors never want to talk to us.
Lo mejor nunca se sube, menos que en la radio salga esta canción. Voy para darle paz a mi corazón, por eso me perdí. Me fui de vacaciones, como casa y canciones, mucho. Lo mejor nunca se sube, menos que en la radio salga esta canción. Voy para darle paz a mi corazón, por eso me perdí. Me fui de vacaciones, con mucha cerveza y canciones, mucho. Lo mejor nunca se sube.
Are you supposed to keep that?
No. Well,
Put it back in the water.
first of all, shut up. Mind your business.
No. Are you supposed to keep that?
No. Well,
Put it back in the water.
first of all, shut up. Mind your business.
No. Are you supposed
Talking to my mama like that? Oh, that's sad. You know what? Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong. Man versus robot. Man is the one that created robots. Man is the one that created the robot. If your IQ is not above 300, if you don't have a purpose, if you can be replaced by a robot, it's game over. You know? For you. Yeah, he's talking shit. He's like, what's up? You're talking. What was that? Said I was slow? Truck on wheels. What the fuck?
Okay. ChatGPT gets 120.
Do you think they want a part 2, but the Latino version of it?
Yeah, this is the Brown Lives Matter version
Yes.
of it right here, right? This is the Brown Lives Matter. But that's what they're trying. Trump, he's like, I'm not going to risk these riots or the same thing that went down in 2020 to prolong, right? To last as long as it should. So what did he do? He mobilized the National Guard. He mobilized the Marines, right? Karen Bass and Governor Newsom, they're like, oh, it's no, they're just peacefully protesting. Then it's like, it went from they're peacefully protesting, they're mostly peacefully protesting, right?
Yeah,
They just,
it's crazy.
Back up. What's up? What?
Well, welcome to Smart Tech.
Hey, is this your boy? Yeah, nigga, we will both mash you. What? What?
How can we
Where you
help
at?
you, sir?
No, he don't need no help. He's already been served. I served him. He's taken care of. He's a little slow, but he got it. See, what he thought was he could come up in here and make the rules, but now he see that Jay make the rules in Smart Tech. That I run this bitch, and now he about to bounce.
It's your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same Smart Tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back. Both of y'all niggas.
What did I do?
It don't fucking matter. Yeah, well, aim high, Willis. Aim high.
Please don't.
Back up. What's up? What?
Well, welcome to Smart Tech.
Hey,
Is this your boy? Yeah, nigga, we will both mash you. What? What?
How can we?
Where you at?
Internet comes out.
This teenager met up with a woman from Facebook Marketplace to sell his bike, but his instincts kicked in just in time to avoid getting robbed. Just wait for it.
Oh
Right?
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this one.
I see. Is this the same bike?
Sorry?
Is this the same bike?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where'd you get this?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep. Yep. Hey, body game.
Did I see?
No?
Pardon?
What the hell? Man.
Damn. Oh my god. Is it
Let's see
that bad? Is it that bad?
This teenager met up with a woman from Facebook Marketplace to sell his bike, but his instincts kicked in just in time to avoid getting robbed. Just wait for it.
Bike?
Oh, that must be an expensive
Yeah,
bike.
it's this one.
I see.
Yes, sir. One of the craziest niggas I know. I don't think they want no smoke with that, bro.
talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me now.
This fire right there.
Talk to me.
Wow, that was tight. Look at that. Fire all in there. Woo.
Talk to me.
How to clear a house. This is the hardest thing. Everybody will die. Look at this nonsense. He shot all four of them. Wow. Then he kneeled down. He got down on his knees. He shot him, and shot him. Wow, it's sad. That's messed up. He got hit though. Shit, that's tough, man. Here, go up.
Is it a good sentence?
No.
Correct. But we're gonna.
Sometimes it freezes like that, you know. How you guys doing? Hey, text me, tell me what's up. So this is an ambush.
This guy right here, he's all around. So they're moving into some. Support, because when they call in air support, it's best to get into the vehicle. That way, when, see right here, he's calling it in. You get inside the vehicle, that way when the blasts come in to hit these guys, you don't get hit so hard. But, what you're about to see is one of the greatest personal... You would get a distinguished medal if you did this in the U.S. military to an enemy asset. A man takes an explosive device, uses the rubble in between that and the all-purpose vehicle that the Israelis, there's usually about 6 Israelis in these things, and watch what he does. Now, no death is depicted in this video. You're not going to see anyone die, but watch what he does. They leave the hatch open, and he throws an explosive device in there. I mean, they made a fatal flaw leaving that hatch open. He just runs up, throws the device in, and to make matters even worse, he's able to escape, run back to the position he came from, and then later on, as you're seeing, you can see the all-purpose vehicle is no more. This is one of the greatest military videos I've ever seen. This is the Smooth Toad out. Follow and share for more truth. What's up, guys? I'm the Smooth Toad. This is an all-purpose vehicle.
That's what you
moving
call
through
brain fart.
Gaza.
Iran is using US GPS? That's why they're having so much problems. Iran, I don't understand.
Hey, buddy. I'm gonna stop you right there. Air Marshal.
What happened?
An air marshal break protocol by revealing his identity to stop a suspicious man rummaging through compartments, only to discover he's an undercover FAA inspector doing a covert security test under FAA Order 8200.
What's that? What?
Alright, I got more dirt on this Stephen Miller. Alright, I got more dirt on this Stephen Miller creep. Haven't seen anyone else talk about this, and I think Angelinos are going to find it very interesting. He's the White House Deputy Chief of Staff and the architect behind these wicked ICE raids. Here's what I found out on Wikipedia. He was the vice president of a company owned by his family. They own a bunch of real estate, and I went looking at where that real estate's located. They own residential properties in Latino neighborhoods in LA County under the name California Villages. They own properties in Pico de Rivera and West Covina. 2,500 residential units throughout Los Angeles County. Now, the reason I say dirt is because this man has designed a very xenophobic, racist program, and yet he was renting out to Latinos in LA, and this program has its fiercest operation in LA. Go check out some of the Google reviews yourself. Look at this one about roach infestation. California Villages. You're telling me this guy is a slum lord from LA? I can't believe it. All right, I got more dirt on this Stephen.
Any final messages? Habla inglés? You want to say anything?
Not at all.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah. What do you think of Paris?
I think there's a reason why we have borders. Every country has a right to decide.
The current situation is extremely critical and rapidly evolving. Israel's army chief has declared that the war is far from over, and now Israel is preparing a larger attack on Iran than ever before. He told his soldiers to gear up for a major war. This clearly means that the intelligence reports now available confirm one thing. Iran has managed to secure its key programs, and Israel is not backing down. They are planning another major attack. Now, the scenario is that Iran's most crucial support comes from two countries, China and Russia. In a major development, Iran's defense minister, Aziz Nasirzadeh, has been summoned urgently to China, and he has already arrived there. This visit, just hours after the ceasefire, is highly significant.
No ceasefire.
China is now expected to offer Iran exactly what it desperately needs, and this will shake Israel to its core. China is stepping in to protect Iran, and Russia is backing them too. So, what exactly is China offering? Iran needs advanced missile defense systems from China, and without any written agreements or official deals. These systems will help detect and take down U.S. and Israeli drones, jets, like the F-35 and B-2 bombers. And most importantly, they need high-frequency radar systems for early detection. Iran also wants electronic jamming technology to disable navigation systems of enemy aircraft and drones, making them easy targets. In addition, China may offer satellite-based real-time surveillance and tracking systems to enable Iran to monitor U.S. and Israeli forces and plan precision strikes. China isn't just offering static images. They have real-time satellite video and intelligence. For example, China had satellite footage of downed Israeli aircraft and shared it during the recent conflict.
Okay, we get
this gives a...
You can understand why they don't want you to know about this document. I didn't even know about this document because this document speaks against the narrative. Because it's contradicting, it doesn't make sense. The Havara Agreement during wartime? Like, listen to what this says and tell me if you or this will make you a denier. I'm not saying I'm a denier, I'm just saying that it contradicts the narrative heavily.
We all agree that not learning about the Havara Agreement is weird.
Huh?
So can you pull this up? The Havara Agreement? I mean, what? You didn't even learn about it because then maybe you would ask another question that they don't want you asking, and this is why the new radical Zionist pitch is you're not just asking questions. Don't ask any questions. Don't. Just remember what you learned in public school, and that's it. You pull this up on Wikipedia. We're going to get this up for you. The Havara Agreement. The Havara Agreement is the transfer agreement. It was an agreement between Nazi Germany and Zionist organizations that was signed on the 25th of August of 1933.
Huh?
When Hitler was in power.
During war.
They signed an agreement with the Nazis. The agreement was finalized after 3 months of talks by the Zionist Federation of Germany, the Anglo-Palestine Bank, under the directive of the Jewish Agency, and the Economic authorities of Nazi Germany. It was a major factor in making it possible for people to migrate. Approximately 60,000 German.
Now, she's going to Wikipedia. I don't go to Wikipedia though, but it's always good to read these contracts because once you read them, you come to see that a lot of BS is going on. Then you start getting to your laws and rights.
Jews to Palestine between 1933 and 1939. That's during wartime, right? So of course you naturally would go, okay, and this is why I didn't learn this, well maybe you did. Did you guys learn it? Did you learn it? I'm gonna check the chat. You would naturally go, okay, so some were being legally transferred to be allowed to resettle in Palestine while the rest of them were being killed? Like, how did they decide who? But no.
What happened?
You do understand, right, how that completely goes against what we've been taught. Well, because you have to ask questions. You have to be like, wait. How did they choose who they unalived and sent to the camps over the people that got to migrate or settle in Palestine? And
what?
Why is this the first time I've ever heard about this? And it's 2025. Do I have to really spell out why this information
What happened? What happened? I don't understand.
The events that we've been propagated to believe as a narrative back in 1930 to 40s. Because it also doesn't make sense that you go from Time Magazine's Man of the Year to Mega Maniacal Maniac. I
know. Yeah, that's what I had a problem with. Because Bush...
What? I'm not a denier.
Because the Bush, the Ford, all U.S. corporations supported Hitler, just how they supported Zelensky right now. And look how now they're against Zelensky. That's what they did to Hitler. They stopped supporting him. It's the same script.
Higher, but I'm saying you can understand why they don't want you to
But
know about this.
I don't understand what he's talking
How much
about.
does it cost to form an LLC?
Are you serious? Is that true? Iran shooting at Israel.
إنه صوت الحرب يا أبوان.
Today, the United States of America officially admitted that the 7th generation fighter jet has entered the real world verification phase. They didn't disclose the model number They didn't show the exterior, only one sentence. It can end a war without opening the weapons bay. What does that mean? A fully AI-controlled combat platform can strike, leave the battle zone, and even change the enemy's data chain before the other side realizes it's there. Not only is it stealthy, it can even fool enemy radar and satellites, creating false target images and disrupting the entire airspace. This is not an air superiority fighter, nor is it a bomber, but an intelligent war core that integrates command, jamming, assault, and surveillance. It doesn't even need human pilots. The AI decision-making system adjusts the attack logic in real time according to the evolution of the battlefield. The fastest response time is 0.003 seconds. The military has not detailed its deployment location. Today, the United States of America officially admitted that the 7th generation...
What's the point of making all these fighter jets and the US can't win one war? They have not won any wars. All these fighter jets...
Generation fighter jet has entered the real world.
Yeah, this is what you see.
Oh man, this is horrible.
You can really see the massive population drop. All these empty homes.
I'll buy your home.
This is crazy, huh? Let's see. A couple of churches here. I'm not sure if they're holding services. That one maybe not, even though the lights are on. House of Deliverance. And there's another one over here, but this one, yeah, it's disintegrating. You see the roof is collapsing. The cross is ajar. Let me see if I get back in that downtown. Look at the condition of the stop sign. One more look here.
Arkansas.
Coming from this direction. Yeah. Wow. Let's get a closer look at this Dollar General, shall we? Maybe this was one of the first ones. An abandoned trailer.
Wow.
There's a lot of people. Not a lot, but I've seen about a dozen people just milling around the streets. First Baptist Church.
Oh, it's well taken care of. Wow, first time you see a clean building.
That's in pretty good shape.
Because it's made of brick.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, there's another person up there.
It's a nice area.
Kind of a lot of people just wandering around the streets here.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Everybody wants to see that.
You're under arrest. Open
What?
the window. I'm gonna bust the window. Okay, open the door. I'm gonna bust the window. Fine.
ERO
I'm not in your face.
equals
you got the
ice.
wrong one. I'm not the one to be scared with.
Open the window.
That gun and that badge not gonna
Okay,
help
I'm gonna
you.
bust the window.
No, you're
I'm gonna
not.
bust the window. I'm gonna bust the window. Open the door. Open the door.
See why you can't
Open
be
the door.
cool as hell? You over here somebody in
Open
your
the
face.
door. Open the door. Open the door.
Bro, catch him another day, not today, bro. It's Sunday, bro. It's the day
Open the door.
Today is the day of the Lord. Why on the Sunday? You good? I'll give you some fish. Thank you. Tírate para allá. Dale, get out. Go ahead. Mi fija. Claro, que venga ahí.
Wow.
You're under arrest.
You're under arrest. Open the window. Huh.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
Ah. That's not fair. Wow, that's what's going on.
Well, the moment that the American Empire dies, the Empire of Israel is born. Now let's look at America. Obviously, America does not want to use ground troops because the moment that Americans start dying in the Middle East, the moment that they institute a draft, it will create chaos in America. People are going to protest, people are going to revolt. Politically speaking, it will be a quagmire. What the American Empire wants to do is use bombing, propaganda, and financing, and this is something we discussed last video, to overthrow the Iranian regime, the Ayatollah, and its mullahs, and install a more friendly regime that they can control. And in that way, they can control all the resources, the oil of the Middle East, and they can control global trade as well. And they have to do that.
I already know that.
It's my voice.
What you mean? You do for Southwest? I'm a rampaging. Are you American coming? Oh hell nah, Donnie. I know American do not want the smoke. I know they do not want the 223 smoke. Hell nah. I know American do not want the 223 smoke. Hell nah. Hell nah. Got gay American Airlines off my runway. Also the banana plane. Hell nah. The banana plane. Nah.
The 6 Iranian strikes on Israel that made them rethink their war strategy. 1. Military intelligence headquarters. Iran hit the core of Israel's spy network. This paralyzed command operations and exposed just how vulnerable Israel's eyes and ears really are. 2. Tal Naf Air Base. This isn't just an airbase, it's where nuclear-capable jets are housed. Iran's hit here rattled Israel's nuclear deterrence and sent chills through every defense room. 3. Nevatim Air Base. Home to F-35 stealth jets, Israel's Air Force HQ, and the Prime Minister's jet. Iran didn't just hit hardware, it struck at symbolic military dominance. 4. Rafael Defense Facility, where the Iron Dome and major Israeli missile defenses are made. Iran basically said, we can destroy your shield, now what? 5. Avda Air Base. This is where elite pilots train. Disrupting it means stalling Israel's future Air Force readiness, a long-term strategic hit. 6. Chip manufacturing zones. Iran targeted Israel's microchip production centers. The goal? Cripple Israel's tech-driven economy and mess with global supply chains. Each strike hit a different nerve: military intelligence, nuclear threat, air dominance, defense systems, training pipelines, and economic power. After these 6 hits, is Israel still in control, or has Iran flipped the script for good? The 6 Iranian strikes on Israel that made them rethink their war strategy. 1. Military intelligence headquarters. Iran hit the core of Israel's...
I'm a big girl, I can handle myself, but if I get lonely, I'ma need your help.
The attack is now on the United States to break down the United States as the ruling state of the world. But in the process of bringing it down, the United States has some very important work to do for Israel. I can identify tonight 2 very important things that the United States has to do for Israel. There are many more, but there's no need to do more than simply 2. In order for Israel to succeed the United States as the ruling state of the world, not only must the U.S. economy collapse and the U.S. dollar collapse, and when the U.S. dollar collapses, it brings down the whole world of paper money with it. If you don't believe me, just wait. Just wait. Not only must the United States collapse its economy and its money. But in addition, Israel has to wage a big war, which even non
Could barely hear him.
Un contrato firmado desde que vine a este mundo. No le pusimos la fecha, por eso es que vivo a gusto.
What the fuck?
Un contrato firmado desde que vine a este mundo. No le pusimos la fecha, por eso es que vivo a gusto. El mundo da muchas vueltas y yo de nada me asusto. La muerte por un lado, todo el tiempo me paseo. No me gusta presumir, pero no me miren feo. Ahí traigo un terno de
What the?
Tengo un contrato firmado desde que vine a... Desde que vine a este mundo, no le pusimos la fecha.
This is how you hack. In case you are still on the fence about Israel, Israeli settlers are now burning down the Christian town of Tibet in the West Bank.
Yeah, Judeo-Christian values, Jimmy, at work.
The village is known for its uniquely all Christian population, and Israeli settlers are burning it down. Cars, lands, and homes all attacked in a series of violent pogroms aimed at uprooting Palestinian communities. So these are brown people who are Christians.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. So just so you know, this isn't a religious war. This is a mob war, and the Zionists just did a hit on another very powerful family. And it's the Christian family.
Yeah, there's no the Christians or the Jews. I hope people have picked that up at this point.
Right.
Okay, so like, oh yeah, we're all together till I don't like one specific thing you think, then we're going to be separate. So every time somebody lumps them all together, they're wrong. But I'm surprised at Christians here that do lump all the Christians together that have no idea about this, and I don't think they'd like to know.
כל הסודנים יצאו, כולם נכנסים למקלטים. כל הסודנים יצאו. ומה הולך בשכונת התקווה, ברחוב הרצל? בשכונת התקווה על הראש. פה מסוכן, אם יהיה משהו... איפה נעמוד? לא יודע, על הראש זה נעמוד. בשכונת התקווה על הראש. אין לנו מקום אחר.
И мы пошли в соседний дом, в бомбоубежище, где нас не впустили, они закрыли двери, закрыли парковку. Мы стучали в дверь, они вышли, сказали, мы не обязаны вас пускать. И сказали, у нас нету места.
עכשיו, בגלל נפילות, יש מטח כבד והוא מנע מאיתנו להיכנס למרחב מוגן.
thousands of Arab Palestinians who are not defended at all by any of the Israeli defending systems, like more than 150,000 of the Bedouin community who lives in the Naqab desert. Israel do not see that its duty is to defend these citizens.
Hey, you all, I'm gonna share something with you. And this is why I don't drink certain things. I'm getting loaded up here in Texarkana to come back to Little Rock. The product that I am getting loaded with is bad product. I'm going to show you what it is once I get it loaded up. Don't be shocked either. Yeah, don't be shocked once I show you. Yeah, don't be shocked once I show you what it is, once I get loaded. This is why I do not drink this shit right here. Like I said, the shit that I'm getting loaded up with. I'll be back to you. Hey, y'all know that load that I was telling y'all about yesterday?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's good, man. Long day at work.
I thought my gardener was gone, man. I thought you was gone, man. Everybody out here, watch it up. Yeah, on everything, man. We ain't letting nobody happen to you.
I have no sympathy for Israel's policies at all. I find them abhorrent, I have to say. As an
Baby, I'm a gangster too, and it takes two to tango. You don't wanna mess with me. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
They promised not to drop you. I'm not worried.
What's going on here?
Oh wow, perfect, yeah. That transferred really good.
I can't watch that. Oh, they popped I's vehicle tire? Oh, whoa, where did this happen? Oh, you said you don't. Oh, at Northgate Market, California? Get out of our community. Holy shit. We gotta play that music with it, try to make it all sad. Mexico. Northgate. I think this is I think this is San Fernando or East LA somewhere. Wow, they said this is our hood. Oh shit. They went Palestine on ice. What were they trying to do? Wow, I hope Trump's passing a bill.
I've got a question.
CPAP is incredibly difficult to comply with.
Yep, I wore the shirt today for you racist crackers on my motherfucking page who keep saying some shit. How do y'all like to see your pappy on my shirt? You see it, right? You need me to get it closer?
What's going on here? Oh.
Y'all see that?
She's stupid. She's stupid.
Kill the Clinton.
First of all,
a pause in fighting is not a ceasefire. A pause in fighting is not a ceasefire. I'm so sick of the rebranding of a ceasefire. A 2-month pause in war is not a ceasefire. Period. End of story. Go ahead, Omar.
Then Hamas is welcome. Hamas is welcome to release all of the hostages.
I said what I said.
Release all of the
that is
hostages,
not a
then we can talk
ceasefire.
about it.
This idea that you release the hostages and as soon as the hostages are released, Israel will continue their genocide is unacceptable. Unacceptable. But anyway, continue.
You know what else is unacceptable? The fact that they're
every year we gotta deal with this.
Actually, do you feel the children of Gaza are innocent?
Please.
This was a big one, wasn't
it?
Yeah, I'm officially a grown-up because I just got a bed with an adjustable base and I've never been happier.
That's what
Y'all,
I mean.
the setup was
Nga đã chuyển vũ khí tiên tiến cho Iran ở quy mô chưa từng.
Oh shit, they're on it. Somebody done broke the law. That was smart.
Yesterday she was in my camera roll. Camera roll look like XNXX.
Surround the building. Surround the building. Search everywhere coming out. That was smart thinking. Where's his house? He's stupid. Look at him. He's gonna run. He's gonna run up the stairs. That's him right there. Look at him. He's trying to stay low. Oh shit. Look at the dog. Why did dog go to the wrong spot?
Yesterday she was in my camera roll.
Oh shit, are they really doing this with ICE? Are they really attacking ICE? Oh no, you're not supposed to do this. They're only going after criminals. They're only going after criminals.
La migra, no salgan.
It's crazy. La migra.
Estos carros, no salgan. No salgan. No salgan. No salgan. No salgan. Kidnappers.
Kidnappers.
Kidnappers. Kidnappers. Kidnappers. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
We ran it from.
It's going down. It's going down.
Ahí está un Casimigra. Así le puse ya, Casimigra.
Bye bye.
Estos son casas recompensa. Estos son los casas fugitivos. Y dándome orden el cuate. ¿Cree que porque andan chalequito?
Now, this is how. No, I'm not gonna say.
Y pistola. Estos no son de inmigración. Ahí está
a New York City mayor who wants to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu?
And Mayor Mamdani, would you welcome?
Hey guys, update time.
Did anyone else see this tweet come out today from the Beitar Worldwide movement? Now, some of you might not be very familiar with this Beitar group and who its founder was and what his background is, but let's dive into it real quick.
Yes.
The Beitar movement was founded in 1923 by Zeev Jabotinsky, a Russian Zionist who came up during the fall of the Russian Empire, so he was heavily influenced by the Bolsheviks. Now, he wasn't a communist, but he was heavily influenced by that revolutionary energy, which was taking things by force and not by negotiation. Beitar isn't just a youth group, it's a Zionist military training ground built on the idea that Palestinians would never allow a Jewish state, so they had to be conquered and not reasoned with. Jabotinsky made this very clear when he wrote about building an iron wall of Jewish bayonets to destroy the Arab resistance. Beitar taught Jews nationalism, military discipline, and the loyalty towards the greater Israel, and not just in Palestine, but even past the Jordan River. There's nothing soft about this group. Many of its members went on to join the Lehi and Ergon gangs, which were Zionist militia groups responsible for many massacres and bombings, and also the forced displacement leading up to the 1948 Nakba. So while the Beitar group was never actually classified as a T-word group, it was the ideological and physical pipeline for Zionist terror, a movement that would train the very people who would carry out some of the most brutal violence to create Israel. And its legacy still echoes on today in Zionist nationalism that is militarized, weaponized, and justified. And it's crazy to think that it all started with a youth movement that was never as innocent as it appeared to be. So seeing a tweet like this from the Beitar movement is extremely concerning. Did anyone else see this tweet come out today from the Beitar Worldwide movement? Now, some of you might not be very familiar with this Beitar group, and
God damn.
People didn't believe it, but Iran actually attacked Israel and caused massive destruction. And now the story has unfolded in such a way that it's hard to even comprehend the scale of devastation Iran inflicted on Israel. And it wasn't just anyone who said this. Donald Trump himself said it. He confirmed it over the phone, and while sitting beside the NATO chief, stating, "The destruction Iran's missiles have caused in Israel, I never imagined they'd be this powerful or that the Iranians would be this capable." Let's understand the entire scenario first. When Iran launched its last and most devastating attack, especially during the Beersheba operation, it shook Israel to its core. The damage was beyond anything Israel had experienced. Soon an American journalist arrived on the ground and began filming. In a trembling voice he said, "Look at these scenes. I've never seen destruction like this in Israel. These weren't just missiles. They were weapons beyond comprehension." At the time, Israel had dispatched fighter jets, just 20 minutes away from reaching Iran. Donald Trump was informed and immediately called Netanyahu, reportedly yelling on the phone, "Iran has shattered you. Your country is on the brink, and yet you want to start a war and drag us into it?" Trump demanded the jets be recalled immediately, ordering Netanyahu, "Cancel the strike. Bring the pilots back. Right now." And so, Netanyahu followed suit, and the jets returned. Then, sitting next to the NATO chief, Trump reportedly exclaimed, "Oh boy, I've never seen destruction like this. Israel has taken a beating I couldn't even imagine." When he saw the videos and images, Trump was stunned by Iran's advanced and dangerous missile technology. Israel, once seen as impenetrable, was now devastated. Buildings had crumbled, infrastructure destroyed, and Iran had proven it is now a force no one can ignore. Some skeptics still call it a drama between Israel and Iran. If it was a drama, then let some other Muslim country try staging such a one. Get your nuclear facilities bombed, sacrifice your generals and scientists, let your cities burn, and then strike back with that much force. Can they? Iran didn't stage a drama. Iran took real hits. It lost generals, nuclear scientists, intelligence chiefs, and even key facilities. Yet it fought back like no one ever has. This time was different. Israel got destroyed like never before. Entire regions in Israel now resemble abandoned ruins, worse than anything we've seen in Gaza. Tell me, has anyone ever dared attack U.S. military bases? Even once? Once a precedent is broken, it's broken for good. Records fall, and this time, that illusion of Israel's invincibility has shattered. Iran has shown that it can fight back despite being surrounded by enemy bases and traitors within. Israel's own journalists have now confirmed that military installations were hit far worse than what the media was allowed to show. Foreign reporters were only given selective access, mainly to civilian buildings, to push the narrative that Iran hit only residential areas. But the real damage was far more catastrophic, and no one is being allowed to see those sites. Iran changed the game. Its generals have been assassinated before. Its nuclear sites hit. But this time, Iran retaliated like never before. And it didn't collapse. It survived and even gained strength. Israel's intelligence reports, now leaked, have confirmed it. Trump lied. Trump didn't destroy Iran's nuclear program as he claimed. The strike was a failure. Who leaked these reports? Certainly not U.S. agencies. Most likely it was pro-Israel lobbying firms inside the U.S. who want to prove that Iran's facilities weren't destroyed, so they can lobby for another war. White House officials have admitted that some bad eggs in intelligence leaked the report. But think about it. Can a regular employee leak national intel just like that? Clearly, these are calculated leaks. Bottom line, Trump deceived Israel, and now Israel is furious. Iran, meanwhile, will not be stopped. Russia is expected to help it become a nuclear power. As for Israel and the US, they've already played their strongest hand. Iran hasn't even used its full capabilities yet. Its main challenge now is to cleanse internal traitors. About 700 spies have already been caught. Iran will upgrade its systems with help from China and Russia. During the attacks, Iran's drones were jammed once Israel shut down networks. But Iran learned from that. Despite threats to its leadership and scientists, Iran didn't back down. Its regime didn't collapse. Ayatollah remained in power. No civil war, no chaos. And Trump, whether knowingly or unknowingly, admitted Iran's power while sitting beside the NATO chief. Iran is dangerous. Iran is capable of destruction beyond imagination. And remember this, if Muslim countries simply refuse to host US bases, America would lose its grip. Without those bases, Israel is finished. The illusion has been shattered. Iran's missiles showed the world what a real war looks like. People didn't believe it, but Iran actually attacked Israel and caused massive destruction. And now the story has unfolded in such a way that it's hard to even comprehend the scale of devastation Iran inflicted on Israel. And it wasn't just anyone who said this. Donald Trump himself said it.
Yes, we have.
The apartment with her and did evacuate and is down here or she does have her child in there with her and refusing to come out. What started this whole situation, I don't know. Can't confirm anything. Could be
My computer froze. Speak on it.
Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it. Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all? Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand, as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty? Instead, they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all. Tiny little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there. Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd? A woman carrying a giant pile of rubble and barely looks like it weighs anything at all? Where have we seen this before? And I'm going to show you something else too. Carrying a giant bucket of rubble and then immediately setting it down off camera. Also, look, carrying it with one hand, as this guy struggles to carry his bucket because he's a better actor, right? We're going to watch this again. Notice something else. If you were here cleaning rubble, wouldn't you have some stains on you? Wouldn't you be a little bit dirty? Instead, they're perfectly clean and able to carry large blocks of rubble with complete ease. No problem at all.
That's
Tiny
Israel.
little woman carrying a giant block of rubble and a giant bucket of rubble with just one arm, completely clean, and then sets it down off camera right there. Do you see what I see? Notice this. Does that strike you as odd?
Maybe they're strong.
A woman carrying a...
That's good paying attention.
يا ولي المسلمين أتينا شاكرين حامدين الله رب العالمين لا إله إلا الله وحده أنجز وعده ونصر عبده وأعز جنده وهزم الأحزاب. شكرا لكم. فتح الله فيكم.
You're blocking my car from getting out now. You want me to...
Iran has reportedly delivered one of the most devastating military counterstrikes in modern history. Yet the global media keeps showing only shattered residential buildings. But the
Ice, baby.
When's the last time I've spoken to you?
I don't know you.
What's your first name?
Why?
I'm sorry?
Why do you even know my first name, officer?
Come on, listen to me. You're not here to ask me questions. I'm the police. I ask you questions. Let's make sure we have something straight up, okay? When it's all said and done, I'll answer every question you got. But you're not here to ask me questions. You understand me? Or we'll have this conversation in the backseat of my car and I'll make this a long day for you. Do you understand me? Yes or no? I can't hear you. Speak up.
Why are you getting hit so hard?
Do you understand what I just said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Thank you so much. What is your first name?
Topanga.
I'm sorry?
Topanga.
Topanga. When's the last time you were arrested?
Never.
You've never been arrested?
No.
Are you from Jacksonville?
No.
I didn't think so. Where are you from?
From Tennessee. Why?
Okay. First of all, there's nothing illegal about what you're doing. Something about this. Here, we'll take you to jail. Do you understand?
Why? It's not illegal, officer.
Are you on the... Say again?
That's not what I'm doing.
You make sure that you tell it to a judge.
No.
How can I help you?
That's my mother. That's my daughter.
Okay. So, you're involved in this as well. You're out here as well.
What happened?
She just told me that this is not...
Some Israeli soldiers have been speaking to local media about the killings at the food sites, the Haaretz.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know the first thing about business.
What's the real reason there are so many ICE raids? It turns out it's because there are billions of dollars at stake. My name is Omar Qureshi.
What?
And I'm a civil rights lawyer. 90% of the people that ICE detains go to jails that are owned by private corporations that make billions of dollars a year from ICE. And many of these corporations make more money if more beds are filled. So the more people detained, the more money they make. The GEO Corporation is a large private prison corporation. And you see that jump in their stock price.
That's true. What he's saying is true.
We're going to turn now to the dramatic image.
But you gave him a chance to do it.
We're going to turn now to the dramatic images off the coast of Alaska. For the first time, U.S. and Canadian fighter jets intercepting 2 Russian and 2 Chinese bombers. The incident...
I'll make it as quick as possible. My name is Martin Alvarado. I'm a bounty hunter by trade. I've been introduced...
Mes amis, gen lè gen pi goze toujou nan media yo. Yes, sa.
come back to me.
I have to tell you this hack to kickstart your business.
With Shopify, you can now integrate with TikTok Shop, and it's so simple.
Señor, vámonos, está muy peligroso.
Trump will be removed from office in August 2025, and The Simpsons.
Yes or no? Yes or no? So what are we here for now?
I want to be on probable cause search.
For what was your probable cause? Because my mud flaps were too short?
Odor of marijuana.
But there was no odor until after you ripped my door open or before?
It doesn't matter. You were rolling the window down anyway.
I didn't roll this window down. Not at all. I rolled that side down. See how it's down? This window's not up. He ran over here and ripped this door open and had his gun drawn on me.
Absolutely.
Is what happened.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So where's your probable cause at? Before or after you ripped the door open?
I opened the door and it was coming from the car as well.
What car?
This pickup.
So it was coming from. So with the window up, there was odor of marijuana coming out?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're going with?
Absolutely.
Sounds good. It's gonna be an interesting one for sure.
So, how much marijuana is in the vehicle?
I don't have any marijuana in there. I got sawdust in there, and evidently that's marijuana.
870 Marshall, 74811.
Wow, this new law that passed where if they catch you doing marijuana, it's a DUI.
There's no probable cause
here in
because
California.
He came up and just ripped my door open.
He's gonna plant the weed in there.
Oh, nice. Now he's trying to get a tent ticket. He's going to try and get something today.
Billy boy.
You live on Blue Lane, right?
Nah, I'm not answering any questions. You have my license.
All right, let's break this down. The basis for this traffic stop was alleged to be mud flaps being too short.
So here's how.
English is not my first language, so I hope you guys will help me if I get...
Stop buying courses. You don't need to.
You wanna roll that? You wanna roll that in your window, sir?
Nah, I can hear you. What's up?
So Trump's immigration raids are escalating very rapidly, and I have information that I would like to get out to the immigrant community. If you don't know, I'm CFH Unfiltered. I'm a combat veteran and former sniper, and I am trying to use my platform for fucking human rights, right? If you're into that kind of shit, shoot me a follow.
So imagine Shark Tank, right? But without the cameras, and you get your master's degree simply by launching.
What is this? Wow, that was a what? Cruise missile? A drone? Oh, that's a strong missile. Wow. Wow. Ooh, was that somebody in there jumped out? What the fuck? Somebody's right here. Somebody's over here jumping up. Did you see that? Somebody's burning. This guy is burning right here, and he jumped out, and he's still burning. That guy jumped out. Why is his camera like that? What the hell, man? What's wrong with people, man? This is somebody right here. This person just died. Right here. This person just died. That was... This is a drone missile that hit this car. All right. Now somebody jumps out. This is another one. Oh. This guy doesn't see it, but right here, hold on. Look, somebody jumps out. Somebody, see that person, that's somebody getting, that's a human being right there. Okay, look. This person is right there. That's a human right there. That's a human being right there. Fighting the fire. That's a human. Look at him. He's fighting the fire. And then this guy turns around and starts talking. Wow. God damn. Wow.
I started Tai Chi at 50. Now I'm 68, and doctors ask me for advice.
3 reasons to start Tai Chi.
That's your mother.
Daydreaming about traveling full time?
When Trump came, the Saudis had 3 demands. You talk about the Ummah, is it incapable and the like. Saudis had 3 demands. The Americans were going there expecting that the first demand would be ceasefire in Gaza and the Israelis have to withdraw. Bob Woodward writes in his book that when Blinken went to visit Saudi Arabia, he was terrified that the Gulf states were about to lambast him and he was bracing himself for it. And Bob Woodward writes that when Blinken arrived, he was stunned to find that the Gulf states instead were saying, yo, you're after Hamas, go for it. Like, we don't have...
North Korean military trucks have entered Iran. Their leader says we'll soon give the United States a surprise they won't forget.
What? The BRICS.
North Korean military
BRICS.
trucks have entered Iran. Their leader says we'll soon give the United States a surprise they won't forget.
Wow.
3 myths about getting your master's in social work. Number 1, you need a bachelor's in social work to apply for a
Salió madre, nos cayó la migrecito, miren. Aquí nos están cazando 2 agua. 2 amarillos aquí.
Get off the roof. Vamos.
Salió madre, nos cayó la migrecito, miren. Aquí nos están cazando 2 agua.
Los amarillos, aquí.
It was more than that.
De junio 20,25 operativo la policía contra los cazarrecompensas. 26 de junio 20,25 operativo la policía contra los
Part 4. I don't know if you guys can see. I can try to zoom in a little bit. You guys see that?
Aliens. Wow. That's the Navy. That's the Navy.
Need to talk.
Around, look, you know, they've got a country, and they've got oil, and they're very smart people, and they can come back. Israel got hit very hard, especially the last couple of days. Israel was hit really hard.
Wow.
Those ballistic missiles, boy, they took out a lot of buildings.
Wow. All right, guys.
Around, look, you know, they've got a country.
That's it for today. Come back later. No major topics to talk about. Go watch my video right here. Check out my video. I said live, right? Yeah. Today's YouTube Sunday. Iran unleashes and bombarded, and Democratic Shield, Democratic vote. Check that out. Really good videos, really good topics talked about. Check it out. Thanks for coming by. Like and share, and have a good day.